You might be wondering how to get over empty nest syndrome. All right, I've got a lot for you in this video, so keep watching. In this video, I'm diving into what you can do to get over empty nest syndrome. I'll cover common reasons being an empty nester is hard, and then I'll share some tips for moving forward after your kids move out. If you or someone you know is struggling with empty nest syndrome, well, you're probably feeling a whole mix of emotions, including some that might surprise you and them. Most people with empty nest syndrome feel grief after their last kid moves out, even if part of them is relieved, or at least they thought they would be relieved. And it's still a super big change. Grief is super common when you experience any kind of big life change, including when the last kid moves out. Another really common reaction when someone's kids leave home is for them to feel completely lost. Their day-to-day life is suddenly and completely different. Even knowing that it was coming, well, it's still a big adjustment. Feeling lost is something I see a lot with my nutrition program clients when their kids move out. They put the brakes on in different parts of their lives to focus on being a parent. Their own hopes and dreams and goals and all the things they used to do and used to be got shoved aside to raise their kids. Now that their kids are grown up and don't need as much from them, they're not sure how to find out who they are when they were not focused on their kids. Plus, a lot of stuff they put on the back burner, well, it's now right there waiting for them, like marital problems or job problems. That's why if those problems were swept under the rug until the kids left home, it's really common for those problems to float back up to the surface. Now there's that to deal with, in addition to all these other changes. If you or someone you know is struggling with empty nest syndrome, here's what not to do. So if this is your friend dealing with empty nest syndrome, don't force your help on them. Forcing your help on them when they might not need it or want it, that's gonna make things worse. Don't be so desperate to help them because your help might have the opposite effects. If this is you dealing with empty nest syndrome, the first thing you need to do is give yourself some grace. I mean, we as parents, we beat ourselves up for not being a Pinterest parent or a perfect parent and not handling everything perfectly. Like, there is no perfect parent and there is no perfect way to handle this situation. This situation is yours. So grace yourself a little bit. If you're going through a tough time, realize that it's okay to not be okay. My dad told me this here recently and it really helped me. I was going through a tough time and my dad, who's a therapist, said, honey, it's okay to not be okay. And if you're gonna cry and let it out, just be okay with that. Be all right with the fact that you are really struggling right now. Cry, let it out, do what you gotta do to get those feelings out and deal with those feelings. I just ask that you don't deal with the feelings by going face down in a bag of Oreos or a big bottle of wine. So whether you're going through this or your friend is going through this, it's good to not suppress your feelings, let them out, and let's deal with it. If this is your friend, you can check up on them and see how you're doing. A lot of times people stay away because they don't want to say the wrong thing. So they figure it's just best to not say anything. But the problem is that just leaves your friend alone, feeling even more isolated and disconnected. If this is you going through it, you might need some time with your friends. It's not gonna do you any good to stay holed up like a hermit crab inside your house where the walls feel like they're closing in on you. Before I go to my next point, I wanna hear from you. Comment below and tell me, are you going through this? Is this something that you're dealing with right now? I wanna hear how you're doing, how it's going, and are you getting through this pretty well. Comment below. I want to hear from you. So if your friend is dealing with empty nest syndrome, just letting them know that you are there for them, that's sometimes just good enough. Knowing that they can call you up anytime they need to talk, that is huge. That's a huge relief to them right there. You don't always need to do anything. Just being there for your empty nester friend sometimes is all they need. Remember that everyone processes things differently. Their way, how long it takes them, it won't be the same as your way or your timeline. Understanding and accepting that, it goes a long way in either helping someone struggle with empty nest syndrome or struggling with it yourself. And don't try to pigeonhole yourself into a certain timeline of when to get over it. And definitely don't invalidate the feelings by insisting that everything will be okay. I mean, it probably will be okay in time, but if you steamroll your friend with these assurances of, hey, cheer up, it's gonna be okay, then your friend's not gonna feel heard or validated, understood. Use the same grace with yourself. Don't just pigeonhole your own feelings into some sort of certain timeline or some sort of pre-carved out way to be. Everybody is different. Everybody is bio-individual, and they're all gonna go through this differently. If you are an empty nester and you're going through this, start taking a look at who you are now and who you want to be in the future. Take a look at the things that you used to do, your hobbies, the day-to-day activities that brought you a lot of joy, things that you put off when you had kids. If you used to like to garden, but it was just too hard to keep up with gardening when you had kids, now that your kids are gone, maybe you can pick up that hobby again. Maybe you used to like to rollerblade, and you might want to get back to that. But I also encourage you to try something different. You don't have to go back to old hobbies. You can try something new. Maybe take a Spanish class, or maybe learn how to paint. Maybe do something with your girlfriends. Maybe take a trip that you've never been able to take because you had kids. Your life is a total upheaval right now. So instead of just waiting for everything just to settle down, get out and try new things. It's okay that you miss your kids or your friend misses their kids. I get that. But it's exciting because this is a whole new chapter for you in your life. Look, you need to remember that life didn't end when kids came into the picture. And life is not going to end just because the kids have moved out and started their own lives. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to grieve, and it's okay to feel lost. An empty nester needs to look forward to this next chapter in their life. If you have a friend who's dealing with empty nest syndrome, look, invite them to come and spend time with you. I mean, don't force it on them, and definitely don't nag them. Just put the invitation out there and let them decide if they want to choose. Even if they say no, just the fact that you're thinking of them is a huge source of comfort. Look, the empty nester will soon realize that life is not over just because they had kids and the kids are gone. I mean, it's the opposite. A whole new chapter is starting, and you can make a chapter of your life anything you want it to be. If you really want to get over empty nest syndrome, here's one more thing you can do. A lot of parents let themselves go when they have kids. They figure that because their kids' needs come first, their needs have to come last. If that's where you're at, then maybe your next step to getting over your empty nest syndrome is to start taking great care of you. My nutrition program, the Code Red Lifestyle, can help you. I'll teach you how to lose all the weight you want with real food, water, and sleep. No shakes, no pills, no diet foods, no exercise. And the best place to always get started with this is a 10-pound takedown challenge. I have it linked up below. Just click on it. It's where you can lose 10 pounds in 30 days by just following simple rules, real food, water, and sleep. No exercise. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Do this for you. Now is your time to take your life back. So get started now. I'll see you on the next video. Even knowing that it was coming is still, I don't like, my eyes went whoop. Don't be so desperate to help them because your help might have the opposite effect. I quoted the wrong words. Let me do it a third time. The situation is you, so brace yourself a little bit. The situation is you. That wasn't right. If your friend is dealing with empty nest syndrome, Cristy, slow down. In a way more than just magic words that, could help. Oh, darn it. I almost, no shakes, no pills, no diet food. No, hold on. Do I want to even end this yet? Am I...